What is going on, crypto miners? Dogecoin is so close to 40 cents right now. And have I got a new script miner for you guys. Bringing in $25 a day in Dogecoin with an ROI just over 1 year. Let's take a look. Huge shout out to the team over at GenChain for sending us this brand new script miner. If you guys are in the market for your next ASIC, go over and check them out at genchainmicro.com. I'll put a link directly down below. Go over and check them out and price out your next ASIC. So taking a look, what in the world is this miner? Well, this is the brand new Dogecoin miner from the team over at Goldshell, and this is the DG Max. This is a miner that we haven't seen many new Goldshell full-size ASICs in quite a long time. The last one that I picked up was actually the KD Max quite a few years ago. And well, Goldshell stepping back into that industry with full-size ASIC miners. Now, is this miner going to compete with the L9? No. However, this miner definitely puts and packs a punch, coming in at 6.5 gigahash. So let's go ahead and take a look at this miner, watts at the wall, as well as efficiency, ROI, and finally, all you guys are interested in profitability. So taking a look here on the front of the miner, we have the IP report, Ethernet port, an SD card slot, reset, normal, and fault light. We do have your traditional 120 millimeter fans on the front. We have our power supply here with the small mini fans, and I love it. I love to see a toggle switch on all of my ASIC miners. We are using our C19 connection here, and we'll talk about that cable in just a minute. Now, this is I would call this a mid-size full-size ASIC. You know, it's not as large as some of the other ones out there, but it does have fans on the back. On the back side here, we have two more 120 millimeter fans. Other than that, there's not much to it. A lot smaller, a lot less density overall with this miner. Now, it does come with this cable, which is not going to work for me, which has the C19 to, I believe this is a style of a European end here, but that is not going to work out for me. However, I'm lucky enough that I do have a handful of the C19 to C20 cables, and these work phenomenally. I actually get these off of Amazon. I believe the company is called Iron Box, and when I need them, I can get them shipped real quick. If you guys are looking for these, I'll leave a link directly down below, and those will work perfectly right here. So let's take a look at getting this unit plugged in, because I want to see how has Goldshell done. Is this going to hit 6.5 gigahash? What is the actual watts at the wall on a 30 amp 240 volt? And finally, what's that profitability look like? And what is our ROI going to be on this brand new script miner? All right, here we go. First power up. We are plugged into my 30 amp 240 volt dedicated PDU with our Ethernet and our C19 to C20. Let's do it. Nice and quiet when it's starting up here. Got the power supply blinking. Oh, here we go. Nope, maybe not. Oh man, don't tease me like that. So this is pretty wild. This miner is actually up and hashing with the default pool settings that they have in place right now. And check out how quiet it is. I cannot believe it. We're gonna have to put a dB meter on this by the time we're done. Wait till you guys see the price of this script miner. Other than how quiet it is, the price is actually surprising to me versus other big boy script miners on the market right now. Once again, huge shout out to the team over at GenChain for sending us over the Goldshell DG Max for today's video. All right, so I've gone ahead and logged into the DG Max. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So first off, everything's in Chinese. So you actually have to click the flag in the top right-hand corner and go down to English. Then our next step, we want to get this configured and hashing as fast as possible. So we're going to click unlock in the upper corner and notorious Goldshell 1 through 9. And hit unlock. Now that we're in here, we do need to get our pool set up. So we're going to go to miner on the left. And now we actually have to add a pool. So we're going to click add. Now I'm going to be using Mining Dutch. I've been using it for quite some time now and really do enjoy it. So So we're over on Mining Dutch. I'm going to go to the top and come down to script. And then we're going to click on getting started. And it's going to provide us all of our information here. So I'm going to select our pool. We're going to paste that in. I'm going to select my account, the hobbyist miner. And then I'm going to call this DG Max. And finally, for password, it gives you a quick little password there that we can put in. And let's go ahead and apply it. And let's check back in a minute. All right, so we've been up and mining for just under 5 minutes as of right now. And let's take a look. So our average hash rate is 4.4 gigahash, and it's continuing to climb. Now our fans have gone up a little bit. They're starting to speed up here. They're about 2,500. My guess is these start to drop down as it plateaus out, but we'll really have to monitor because 2,500 is really good. Now we do have a few hardware errors. The percent is there. It's starting to decrease. Hardware errors are normal when a miner starts mining. We see this with other brands like Bitmain and Canaan. Our temperatures are starting to rise. We were just around 50. We've now reached up to 60 Celsius, which is not surprising at all. And a big thing to take a look at is down below. This miner has 3 total hash boards. And I do like the fact that you can see all the details as well as the nuances on how each of the hash boards is performing. Now, a big question that's always asked on miners, does it have low power mode? The answer is no. It has hash rate mode, which is kind of your full power mode, and then idle mode, which is more like a sleep mode that we see with other competitors. All right, let's take a look at watts at the wall and the sound level, because I honestly really can't believe it. So watts at the wall, we're at 3,450. So definitely a lot of watts for not an insane amount of hash rate. However, I'm impressed. This is not that loud. This room is maybe 80 degrees right now. And let's take a look at our sound meter. I mean, it's just barely at 70. And if you literally just take a few feet back, look at this. We're like already at 55. You could absolutely get away with putting this in a basement or a garage, which is insane to me as a full-size ASIC. So we've been up and mining for just shy of 24 hours. And let's see how the DG Max is doing. So we're over on the miner page here, and let's take a closer look. Our average hash rate is 6.4 gigahash, which is great actually. Take a look at the fan RPMs though, down at 2,100. We talked about how quiet this miner is, down to about 55 decibels when it is actually running. And this is very, very accurate. Now they can spin up to 6,000, but 2,100 is really good and really quiet. Our hardware errors are only at 0.8, which is barely anything at all. Rejected rate 1.43. Now, taking a closer look here at this, we've been online for 21 hours total. Our miner temp is 78.3. That isn't actually bad. Actually, it's really good for a full-size ASIC miner. Now, I have moved this out to my shed, and we're in Pennsylvania right now, so the temperatures range from anywhere between 30 degrees Fahrenheit up to 50, believe it or not, right now during December in Pennsylvania. Mother Nature gets a little wild sometimes. Taking a closer look, scrolling down below, you can see that our 3 hash boards look really, really good so far. No major problems. Now, we are over on Mining Dutch currently, and I've been on Mining Dutch with a lot of my script and Bitcoin miners, thanks to people like Red Panda Mining and Rabin Mining for making videos on them and recommending them. It's worked out great. Jumping over to Mining Dutch here, let's take a closer look. I'm going to zoom in here the best I can. There's a lot going on this pool's website. Let me zoom out a tiny bit. That's a little close there. There we go. So I have a total of 7 script miners on Mining Dutch right now. We have the DG Home as well as the DG Max. And the DG Max, if we take a closer look there, we are actually at 6.8 for my hash rate registered on the pool side, which is fantastic. This is advertised at 6.5, and I love seeing the fact that the pool shows 6.8. We also have an L9 over here, an L7, a DG1 Plus, and 2 other L7s. So what's next? Well, let's take a look at true profitability because, well, that's why you're here. Let's take a closer look at the DG Max. So we're over on GenChain Micro's website here. I'll put a link directly down below if you guys are interested in checking it out. I like how they have all the Christmas theme going on right now. If you guys are curious, by the way, we're recording this on December 11th of 2024. So over on their website here, we're going to go down to shop and go to brand and then Goldshell. And here is the DG Max. So let's take a look at some of the stats here. Advertised numbers. Right now it's pushing 6.5 gigahash, and we can definitely attest to the fact that it does reach that. We even saw in the pool that it hit 6.8. And remember, you get paid for what it is actually registered on the pool side. Scrolling down some more here, their watts says 3450. We did see that, and almost exactly right around 3450 is what we saw at the wall. Now for the noise level, it's actually kind of nice that like a lot of these stats and metrics actually match versus what we've seen with some other competitors. 55 decibels. We saw 55 decibels within a few feet of this miner. I found out more recently that the true measurements of these are actually 3 feet away, and that's absolutely accurate. Now, something I really want to point out here is the price. We're at $5,039 when it comes down to the price. And we'll touch on this more in a few minutes, but keep that in the back of your mind. Now, from a noise level perspective, I always like to give this comparison of how does this stack up? Well, looking at this rundown here, we're at 55 decibels, right? That's within 3 feet. That is the sound level between a refrigerator and electric toothbrush. And that is why I say this miner would be perfect for home miners in a garage or in a basement. Now, let's take a look at mining now to see exactly what this miner profits. Over on Mining Now, I've been really enjoying using this site more recently. Let's type in DG Max, and here is our miner. Now, coming up right now, we'll take a look at Dogecoin. We're right around, I think, 38 to 40 right now for the cents here. Mining Now has all the stats. I also love the fact that they show when this was first released. It's always nice to kind of keep track of that and look back on miners from the stat perspective. So at the time right now, this miner is bringing in just shy of $25, $23.83. As you guys know, things fluctuate all the time. The electric for this unit, which is the one downside going for this miner, is that it costs about $8.16 per day to run this miner, which is a lot of power. 3,450 is a lot of electric as of right now, especially when other miners are significantly more efficient. So what does that profit? That puts us about $16.08 in our pocket every single day. Taking a closer look at Doge, look at that, we're actually at 41 cents. Hell yeah. So Dogecoin has been on a run over the last, looks like, few months now, and definitely over the last few weeks as we step into this bull run. $1, here we come. Come on, Dogecoin. So let's talk true profitability, true numbers, from what we saw. So jumping over here and going over to coins and going down to Dogecoin. By the way, we're on What to Mine's website. Let's go ahead. We saw 6.8 on the pool, which is what we get paid out. And we did see that 34.50 at the wall. And let's just, for all intents and purposes, let's put it at 10 cents. Let's say we're running at home here. And now for our hardware costs, let's go back over to GenChain. $5,039, and let's put that in and hit calculate. And what is that? Where does that put us at? Because Mining Now is fantastic, but I always like to do the individual math on what we've tested out. I love just measuring true, accurate data that we see testing at home. So this puts us at about $15 per day is what this is registering here. And if we look at our hardware costs, that's bringing us in at only 335 days to break even. All right, so final thoughts on the DG Max. Well, first off, huge shout out to the team over at GenChain for sending over this unit for review and today's video. I'm going to leave a link directly down below to their website as well as a discount code if you guys are interested in purchasing. Now, what really is going for this miner is the price point as we talked about. You're getting the most out of that $5,000, getting at 6.5 gigahash, which is fantastic. Now, the second thing that I really like about this miner, and I wish we would start to see more of this, 55 decibels. I love that. Now I'm getting away with that right now in like the winter because I moved this unit out to my shed and it's cooler, so the fans are spin down. But man, 55 decibels, you can't beat it. So who's the kind of true target audience, the true demographic for this miner? I don't think it's your full-size ASIC farms. I actually believe it's home miners. Now, the watts are very high, 3,450. And I think, as we talked about in this video, that is really cutting into our profit margins with the cost of electric every day of just over $8. And the fact that 3,450 is a lot of watts for any home miner to run without a dedicated 30 amp 240 volt. However, most of us hobbyists getting into it that have started to really dig in and sink our teeth into this hobby are going to buy this unit and put it in their basement or garage or shed. I truly don't believe this is something that's going to be used as a full-size ASIC that we're going to see at hosting facilities and full-size farms focusing on script mining. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video on the Goldshell DG Max. Please go over and check out the team over at GenChain Micro. What's up, guys? Sorry to interrupt your video, but want to keep you in the know. So are you new at mining, or you're just looking to step into it? You're not sure what hardware you want to buy. You're not sure what build you want to do. Need some help? Maybe you're building your first mining rig and you literally need help step by step installing Hive OS. Maybe you're so far away from mining, but you're looking at it and you just need somebody to bounce some ideas off of. Well, I offer one-on-one calls with the community, and I've done boatloads, some really cool ones. I've helped people set up ASIC miners in the Dominican Republic. I've helped someone troubleshoot their very first GPU mining rig. I've chatted with a guy looking to open up a farm and just wanted a sounding board. I've helped someone else build and set up and configure their brand new Caspa miners. Well, I'm here to help, and I'd love to work with you. If you guys need one-on-one help, I offer it, and I love doing it. So there's a link directly down below to thehobbyistminer.io. Go over there and schedule some time with me. All right, back to the video.